shop in town?
Is this shop, or is this place big enough to have a magic shop?
The one place you would think that there would be magical items is at the Orcish Anvil and Ruin. You haven't been to Expression Thread, or you weren't there when Traggett was explaining everything of this place. Maybe their temple has it. But this town or village really doesn't have... It is a village, it's not a town, so... There's likely not going to be magic items.
Unless I knew
I didn't think so.
Okay. So as you're walking back... What are you doing at? What did you rolled for?
Just testing.
Oh, okay. Muno, as you... Well, actually, we'll quickly do this, because it shouldn't take too long. As you wait, it is probably about, like, a short rest, maybe 45 minutes. You do eventually see a bronze dragonborn, pretty masculine, and, like, armor and everything, walks out from, funny enough, the house directly next to the ones that you have. And
He's our
starts
neighbor.
to
We should
wander
invite
down
him
the...
over for tea.
Starts to walk down the road. See, following behind him is a... looks like a beagle or something. A little small dog follows very obediently behind him. And he sort of walks over to the quest board.
Walk over to him. Are you... What was his... Dez? Something, right? Dan?
It was Rez.
Rez.
is what she said.
Right. Rez... something. I know you have a name. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Miss T couldn't remember.
He
Are you of the
smiles.
Revenants?
Yes, I am. I am a revenant, ranking revenant. And you can just call me Rez, or some people call me Resin, but my full name's hard to pronounce, so just Rez works fine. Is there something wrong?
I'm just here to report we ran into a wraith on our way here. And, Oldir said it was something that was probably something we should report.
Probably. That does sound dangerous. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly the classification of a wraith, but I'm sure my superiors know. Thank you. I will... Just one... Where did you recently see this creature?
It was about... How many hours away?
4.
4 hours out, and they ended up heading... I am intelligent.
West.
Would I be able to... West.
Yeah.
I myself not in directions.
It's okay. Alright. Sort of pulls
had
out...
freshly killed family.
Oh. Are they still, like, on the road or out in the forest?
We buried them.
Understood. Did you find any identification on them? Letters or notes or something?
They seemed just to be freshly traveling. There was...
Okay.
Honestly, probably on their way here. They were minotaurs. There was one child.
Looks a little sadder as you say that, but nods and looks like he pulls out some sort of a notebook and starts writing with a piece of charcoal all the information down. All right. Well, I'm glad that you survived, and it's good that you did report this. I will make sure either a Knight Revenant or the captain in Lunarum knows about this. We'll be sure to get a bounty out there soon, if not handle it ourselves.
Appreciated. I kind of curtsy my soaking wet clothes and just start walking towards. Well, I don't know exactly what house we have.
I guess that's fair, yeah. Just keep knocking on every door. Like, is this your house? Is this
Or-
the house? Actually, you would be able to recognize the horses, actually, outside. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, eventually.
The cart-
You could see the wagon and the
I
horse.
didn't know how well it was put away.
Well, it can't be in between the houses, so it is kind of in front of the houses. These sort of stables. They have locks on them that do match the key, so they should be well kept in there. But it's funny, that is, well, if Shawin's inside, Shawin could let you inside.
I kind of look towards the house and then rub my chin a little bit. Do I want to do that, or do I want to go to the temple? Or maybe get everyone something to eat. They do need food.
Well,
Two.
Two need food.
Is there any place to get some nice food?
Nice food is sort of difficult to come by. The temple does
just
have
food.
some pretty nice food, but just regular food that you could cook up, because you do have, you will have a place to cook, or like more of a proper, like, fire stove sort of situation. Little Belly Farms would be where to do it, to find fresh produce that they trade or have on them.
Oh boy. Going to the
Unless
farm,
you
I
wanna-
guess.
Unless you want some horse feed for your friends.
Well, Iskra,
Will Iskra eat horse feed?
I don't know. Does Iskra eat not meat, I assume?
This who eats me.
Guess that's fair.
Oh my god, that's freaky.
Oh, wouldn't she?
You wouldn't have the teeth to eat meat?
rabbits can eat meat.
Some rabbits can. It's weird.
Also, I'm not a rabbit. I'm a Haragon, which is a humanoid, not constrained.
Same difference. You got ears and you got the hops. You're a rabbit.
You got ears and hops. Close enough.
Yeah, I don't know how you're playing your race. Chandra was different. Chandra was just an owl, but a person.
Okay. So, you're gonna head to the temple or Little Billy Farms?
I'll go to the farm.
Okay.
I figure
Start,
you're getting something for people to eat.
yeah, start making your way there. Muno, you too, as well.
Well, he would have been already at the farm.
Yeah. You, like, going over to you as you walk sort of up to this big windmill, and you see a sign that says, sort of separates, like, left side for trades, for trade goods, and traders, right side for produce. And which way do you go?
He goes to the right side.
To the right. Okay. You walk over to the right. You pass by. You see another halfling, not too old, pretty small, bald tattoos on his whole right arm. Seems to be like lifting and moving boxes off of a cart.
How do you have bald tattoos?
He's bald and has tattoos on his right arm. You can have bald. You could have tattoos on your head. That is also a thing, but no. But you come up to this building. You can tell in a similar way to some of these places, their home and business is combined. There's a second-story floor. You see like a balcony with some knickknacks and stuff on it, you assume. It looks very homey. And as you enter, there's a set of double doors. There's a lovely little chime. There is a scent of wheat and indeed like produce. There's some fruit. You see a few people wandering around in here. They have little baskets and they're like looking through apples, or looks like somebody is and currently talking with or behind a counter to a girl that you guys did see wandering out, about 3 feet ish, the gap in her teeth, the big black bow, and she like smiles away. You hear her chatting. As she finishes up a sale, she takes some silver pieces and waves the like tabaxi off, who leaves and walks past you, and she makes eye contact with you and smiles and waves.
Muno waves back and then grabs like a basket.
There is a box full of little baskets and a makeshift sign that says "Take one, please don't steal." Looks written sort of haphazardly. Indeed, you can walk around. You can find rations or like fresh rations. There is some meat, not a lot. There is mostly a lot of different vegetables. You can tell they were grown with love and care. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I think Muno will just grab a little bit of each, enough to last like a week or two. Oh, he'll start with a week, just in case. It's enough food to last for the week, not having to use their own rations.
Okay. Okay, so for about a week, be 35 silver pieces or 3 gold pieces. As you go through.
3 gold and 5 silver.
Yep, 3 gold, 5 silver. As you fill up a basket full, eventually going up to the counter, and you see a bright smile on her face. She says, this halfling says, "Well, it's lovely to see some new faces in here. Are you going to be a trader, or are you just in here for, well, just to be here, stopping by, traveling? Anything exciting?"
Just here to rest for a bit. Just got myself a house thing to fill it up with some groceries.
Oh, that's adorable. I know that Miss Traggett has been struggling a little bit, unfortunately. Some people are. It's not exactly been the best around here, unfortunately. There's been some sightings. The undead have started to be rising a little bit more, but I assure you, it is a safe town. Now, we actually have a revenant here, a higher tier as well, so that's nice. And, well, we have our own protections here. The Little Bellies, since you're new here, we are the Baron family, that rules, well, not rules, but, we run the place. We report to the counts and viscounts and all that, make sure everything is in working order. So, if anything does go wrong, or if you need help with anything, if Miss Traggett does anything to upset you, or something seems shady around the town, don't be afraid to find one of us. I am Elda, by the way.
My name is Muno.
Oh, lovely to see you. Meet you. Sorry, I was reading something. Also, do. So you have her name. But, yeah, and if you see my brother, probably he's pretty noticeable, has tattoos all over his arm. And talk to him as well, or my dad. You will definitely know him. He's a little rotund, balding, freckles. He's just the sweetest. I love him, but he's not out as much anymore.
Don't tell him I said that.
Don't tell him I said that. He would kill me.
You said the undead are rising. Do you know from which way?
It's weird. We can't fully tell. They're kind of all around, to be honest. Sometimes it seems to be from the west near Lunarum, but it also seems to be more from the mountains, or not mountains, the hills. Those are not big enough to be mountains. It seems to be a lot of the dead wander from there. And unfortunately, we haven't had any cases of our dead rising, but I definitely believe that's because Oldir takes such good care of the graves and makes sure that ground can't be disturbed by any necromancers that haven't been sanctioned.
And, Oldir, when does he usually check the graves?
Well, that's a good question. I don't keep too many tabs on him because he usually does a pretty good job, but huh. I don't know if I've ever really seen a time that he's not around, or at least either him or Mac is wandering or patrolling. There's very short times when those graves are unattended. I mean, mostly because we've ordered it of him. My dad, anyways. We don't
Is
want
there
undead to start stirring in our town.
is
Village.
there anything that would pull them away from it? I just want to know because I'm a cleric and I want to see if I can help pitch in if I'm going to be here for a while.
Make a deception check.
What? I'm a cleric?
And that you're just here to help out, unless you genuinely think you're gonna be helping.
Oh, and I'm lying out my ass.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a deception.
But Muna will do like a guidance spell to show that he is a cleric.
Okay. She acknowledges it.
So would I get an advantage since I am showing the fact that I am
No,
going
but you
in
get your
truth within
D4.
life? Okay.
Better than nothing.
Come on. Come on. Don't fail me now. Oh, that's not bad. Where the fuck is my D4?
A barrage to the left.
Okay. So that's 25?
She nods. Well, that's really good. I always worried about him. I know that he's a little older, and I mean he's been here for quite a while now, ever since I was little.
You should.
So I worry sometimes about his workload, but I mean honestly, your best bet is to talk with him to see how you can help, or something to pull him away. I mean, if anything happened to Mac, would probably upset him, but Mac can take care of himself. That dog scares me sometimes, I'll be honest.
Dog.
Yes, he has a fairly large dog. It has a weird, I believe Oldir said it's like an infection or something that happened when he was a puppy. Can't get rid of it, but he's still completely healthy. But yeah, Mac is a pretty big dog, almost the size of a horse. But very good at
Really?
protecting. Him and Oldir really have a strong bond. It honestly feels like sometimes they communicate without any words needing to be said between them.
So he's a ranger. Good to know. He's useful.
Maybe.
Oh, it's not a druid.
I don't know about that.
I don't think Ace was here when you learned that information and said it, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's
Okay,
true.
you wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, sorry for talking your ear off, but thank you for the
Oh, that's
groceries and stuff like that.
Of course, we're always here, and it's always nice to be able to help.
Well, it's always nice to see some friendly faces.
Of course, always here at Little Belly Farms. And she smiles, waves you off. And she will
no,
give
thank
you.
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say she'll give you. Either she'll let you just take the basket with how much you've bought, honestly, because it's not enough to just put into like a sack or something. So she'll just let you take the basket of stuff. She just needs to get
Yay.
the price and everything. You can take that.
And Muno walks out.
And so around the time that you walk out, you like meet at the very end here with Mare. On the
Well,
street.
Muno did take off his cloak and actually puts it over the basket so it keeps the produce.
Oh, from being watered
Dry.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
It seems we had the same idea.
Yes, I've already got the house for the month.
How did you like Miss T? Mare nods. She's very overbearing.
I stopped breathing halfway through. Or just the minute I got inside, let's just say.
I don't have olfactory senses.
It's bad. It's real bad. It's
Well,
like getting hit by one of those oozes, but just straight in your nose.
Oh yeah, that's a good description.
you're like browns.
Unpleasant.
And
Well.
she's very orange.
Oh, you don't like orange?
Is
Not from
the
her.
house nice? Last time I only rented for a brief time.
Yeah, we got a house to ourselves. For too bad I had to get it for the month instead of just 2 weeks. So we have a house.
We're only gonna be here for 3 days.
I know.
Is it because we wouldn't have the same living quarters if you would have just rented it for
No, it was
2
very
days?
cheap.
Oh,
Well, it's cheaper.
that makes sense. I
I
suppose.
figured we each have our own area of the house.
Do you wish to talk about our up-and-coming endeavors here, or should we wait until we get to the house? I have some
So we can walk and talk.
fortunate information.
Oh. It's
Well-
about the great being watched over.
His dog is primarily the issue. It's not of normal breed. In fact, was not born. I guess it was created. It's a spell that was very old, devised by elves who used the dogs to track mages, and the dog likely shares the telepathic bond with Oldir. And the creature, if you get bitten, saps your energy.
It would take away your ability to cast spells.
Well, it saps life from you.
Hmm.
It is a frightening creature. Truthfully.
What?
I'm
What if there's a way to get them away from the Greys without, attacking?
How do you
Well,
propose we do that?
he's a.
Also, Muno, make a nature check for me.
I could do that.
All right, cool. You don't know anything.
14. Oh,
Real unfortunate. Even with a 14, no, you feel like you have
Also,
heard something about.
You do keep
these
randomly glowing in front of everybody.
yeah, he knows.
Yeah, it's just
This is eventually going to cause issues.
Yeah, when
fine.
there's a scene that will be an issue, but right now they're just out in the middle of nowhere.
yeah. Glowing, it's fine.
Well, oh dear is the one does coffins and funerals. Well, what if he has to pause to make a coffin?
What?
Well, I'm dead technically. If we play our cards right and act out the scene.
Just gonna trick him. Oh gosh.
Is that a good idea?
I mean, we can talk to the whole party to see how that goes, but
Muno said party.
That's technically what they are.
Yeah. You acknowledged it though.
We could talk to the rest of them and see what happens, but
Not
other
really
than
party,
that,
more like people traveling together for a period of time.
Well, if you
I
think
mean,
this is the right course of
I mean,
action,
I mean, I have no pulse. I don't breathe or anything.
but
If you
people
make
have
it,
seen you up and around recently. You've talked
yeah,
to
but
people.
there's also been apparently there's been sighting of undead happening. So if say in the middle of the night, next morning I'm dead somewhere, the
You'll have
I
to
mean,
make it look like you're dead.
Muno like taps his dagger on the side of his hip. Just stab myself in an area and well,
Hmm.
it'll be fine.
My
But they
friends
won't know I'm
again.
fine.
Also, still sounds unpleasant.
It is, but
I guess there's a rainstorm coming.
could be worse. It's a plan if it to get him away from the graveyard.
You guys gonna be walking and talking, or you're just sitting there at the intersection?
Oh, just
Yeah,
walking
we're
and
walking
talking.
and talking.
Okay. Whopping and talking? Oh no.
Wop, wop, wop.
No. Eventually, you guys do get to the front of the house.
You
And
picking
not
on
too
Mayor
long
for
after.
being heavy?
No. And not too long afterward, I'd say Iskra, you guys can all gather into the house. And it is.
Uno starts putting the groceries away.
It is fairly nice. There is like a quaint little sort. It's not necessarily like a couch and TV setup, but there is like a little reading nook. There is a small like wooden dining table that has 4 wooden chairs. It's all not the best quality, but at least there's no leaks. Or rats or anything that you can see. The kitchen as well is pretty small. See, there does appear to be a slight enchantment as you see the ruins sort of down the center of this not fully metal box, but partly metal. And there's a slight cold feeling from inside that you can put stuff away in. And as you guys enter as well, there's a lot of sconces that you have to light yourselves. But there is indeed 5 bedrooms. All of them have individual twin-size beds. They're not the largest, but they're decently comfortable. And indeed, like she said, there is 3 different bathrooms. There's a large sort of bucket and as well as a tub.
And it's like,
But,
but Muno pipes up. It's like, oh, be careful of the flowers. She said they apparently make people friendly.
What?
Yeah, she said something about these flowers that are around the area. If you get too close to them, you start acting friendly.
I always ask friendly. Also, I got us a job.
What?
Oh, we're supposed
We
to
have
go
a
hunt
job.
down a hippogriff. The sooner we start, probably the better.
A hippogriff.
What? Why?
Fascinating.
They offered us 100 gold to do it.
sold!
You're like, oh, well, maybe that wasn't such a bad idea after all.
Well, I also came up with a plan to potentially get Old Deer away from the graveyard without having to, off him.
Well, old deer's not the problem.
If he's
What is this?
walking around the...
Old deer doesn't walk around the graveyard during the day. It's the dog that checks it during day and night. And so, even if we distract Old Deer, the dog's probably still free to roam.
Well, if there was a scene that looked very bad, you probably would want to bring the dog to investigate the area. Say if someone was murdered.
I'm not murdering anybody.
Not, we're not gonna murder anyone.
Well, then how would we make a murder scene if nobody's dying?
Uno holds up a knife and like presses it towards his own chest. I would be the victim.
But then, that doesn't make any sense.
I will act dead.
Yeah, but he's gonna bring a magic
I'm not magically dead.
identifying dog with him. But also, that's assuming that it won't be the guard that investigates the murder, it'll be the funeral guy who investigates the murder.
Yeah. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out. You know, with our original task of getting fucking bodies, not, helping get a hippogriff.
We have 3 days where we can't leave this town because we're waiting on scythes to be repaired. We might as well find a hippogriff, make it look like we have a reason to be here.
So, Izzy has gone to eat.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that might be and all of the walking around and stuff. It is starting to get a little bit later in the day again. It's not fully night, but I think you have about like 2 hours left of daylight.
I think before we make any plans for how we're going to deal with the graveyard, we should at least look at it. I don't think anyone's actually been over there to see how we could interact with it.
Yeah, I was too busy getting a house for the month.
How much you get for the month? We're only going to be here like 3 days.
It was the cheapest option. And not only that, I don't want to be I don't want to be around other people who I didn't know.
I think being around other people is the best option we can take. Makes us look the least suspicious.
Look, I paid in full and then I went and got groceries to fill up the home. That's kind of not suspicious.
Settling in.
Yes, and I also now put out word that I'm a cleric who can potentially help the undead situation.
I thought we were told not to do that. Wasn't
Not
that
to
one of
put
the
out,
3
is that
things
too-
we couldn't do at the house?
Is that
It's a
Thurl or
potential.
Iskra?
That's not his script. Fine. Oh, either way, if we are gonna hunt the hippogriff, we should probably go in the
Tonight.
morning. It's probably too dark to look for its trail tonight. So it'll be something to think on. I'm not saying we have to do it, it's just, it's a job opportunity, we're in need of money, and something to cover some time while we're here. And make a little girl happy.
Oh yay, make a little girl happy. But that's the most important thing.
It is.
As
I'm
you,
glad you're coming around.
You guys are trying to decide what to do. We'll take another small break while we wait for Izzy to come back. Before you guys decide if you're leaving tonight or in the morning.
He agreed with the morning.
Okay.
They're
So you guys
probably
do the
it's
morning.
way too late to do any type of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was curious to go to the temple right now, so.
Let me get back.
Okay.
No. I think Mare was also wanting to go to the temple, so you guys can make a late night temple run.
Yeah.
I will join you guys for the temple run, but I'll be back.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll wait for you both to get back.
Ugh, Muno having to do good things. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm being forced to do good. I'm very curious if you guys will ever see something that I've done. I don't think you will. I don't want that to know. I see the fetus breed thing. It's infecting every map.
No, not the map.
It would be fine, but not with fetus breed. Oh, I don't want to delete that. Can I move this? No. All pages. There we go. I accidentally created a new folder. I didn't mean to do that. Where is it? You. Be gone. Okay. I have so many things. I can close these. I don't need all of this open. This one I will. I'm back. Welcome back. You guys are gonna go on a temple run. We're waiting for Thurl to get back. Ooh, soup sounds
I
good.
love that game. That freaky little
The temple run.
swamp monster monkey thing chases you.
Oh wow, yeah.
That was my Subway Surfers.
Man, I remember I used to play that all the time on the bus, like before and after school. That's when I would play it. The the good old days.
Back in the Stone Ages?
Back in my day. Oh. I have gotten a text message. Here, 1 second. My mom's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Okay. Is everybody else back? Are we still waiting on Thorough?
Waiting
I
on
think
the
we're still waiting
Thorough.
for Thorough.
Okay.
Anyone watch K-pop Demon Hunters? Just curious.
I've not. I've been seeing a lot of good things about it, though.
It's really good. It's got some bangers.
I didn't realize it had music in it, so now I'm even more, like, curious about it.
K-pop in the name, and you didn't think it had music? That's crazy.
Yeah. In hindsight, that's silly, yes, I agree. Where? Oh, there it is. But to, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't tell you what the D4s are for. It's less fun. I can scare you more if you don't know what the D4s are for when
Just
I
keep
ask.
it from us.
Yeah.
You have to have some fun.
Yep, it is. It's fun
I
for
believe
me
the
to have
D4s
you
are
guys
just
relax.
to scare us. There is no deeper meaning.
That is actually just after certain rolls. I'm just like, roll a D4 just for funsies, but you'll never know.
Roll a D4 just so I can make you poop your pants. Is there more meaning to it than that? You'll never know.
You may never know. Ooh.
Spant.
Spant.
Piss pant.
Peace spamp. Okay, we'll do that. Speaking of rolls, well, do it. Whoa, excuse me. Can you not? Uh-oh. Oh no, it's multiplying.
What is?
Oh god, I can't. It's okay, don't worry about it.
Aw, you found
It fixed
the
itself.
thing.
Yes, I did. It took me a
When
while,
did you
but
find
I
it?
did. Like a little after you left.
Oh,
I found
Sam,
it.
I put it there like within moments of you putting us on this map.
Well,
I wish I could switch screen. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my Google though.
that's not good.
Oh, there we go. What did you do? I'm curious.
Oh, I put fetus breed this way in the top left corner of the map.
Yeah,
and it took Sam like 2 hours. I did.
I am sometimes not the quickest, right?
I won't lie, Hidden Potential is such a funny name.
It is a. It is the
As
jeweler
someone-
place.
Someone
need
who's
to
been
visit them.
watching a lot of anime.
Oh. Works for more reasons. And drag everything here. Okay. So, you guys all making your way to the temple of the unusual?
Yep.
Okay. So
Can we
you
stop by the
leave-
jewelers first?
No,
It is
I'm not
closest.
going to the jeweler.
It's on the way. Are you gonna take a detour then, Iskra?
Yeah, because I need stuff from it for magical purposes.
You could
Okay.
we could go to the temple on the usual, and then on our way back, you could stop by. In that way, we don't miss anything. Are you done
Yeah,
with
but if
anything
I stop by first and then go to the temple after, I don't have to be associated with God Hater over there.
Damn. So you're separating again, Iskra?
Sure, why not?
Shawin will stay behind so that way we can have a fun little split again. Eventually, you guys will end up
Yes,
here.
the two people who don't have or understand feelings. It's
Yeah, you
going
guys are
to the
going to a temple.
culturally and sensitive area.
It'll be lovely. I cannot wait. We'll go.
That's
to
exactly the
temple.
point, though. We'll get both sides. You guys will go blunt force your way to try to make process, and then I'll go in and try to like do it via the nice talking, and we'll get all the info
Yeah.
we could get that way. Whereas if we went together and I try to be nice while you try to be blunt, then we would just be getting in each other's ways.
Yeah, you know. Okay. That you pass by Aldir's coffins in the rain. It's continued to not let up. You don't see very many people as you
See
wander
the
up
dog
to
out
the.
front?
You do. Fairly
I point
obvious.
at the dog to Mundo.
Mundo?
Who are you?
Muno.
Muno.
Who are you? It's okay. Mare just had a slight malfunction for a second. Restart.
One of the water droplets.
Just surged. Yeah, you do see the dog. Even with laying down, you can tell it is a pretty big dog. That star-shaped little appendage, and it does watch you. Just silently. It doesn't lift its head or anything, but you can see its
I do
eyes
stop
following
and
you.
bow at the dog.
It doesn't seem to do anything, but it does. It just stares at you. You can assume it acknowledges, or at least knew you did that. Just watches you. You guys pass. And as you walk up, you do start to see more and more of those multicolored flowers. They're very beautiful. And the paved pathway leads to the temple, but to the left you see it splits, and there is a very well kept like hedge fence that seems to encapsulate quite a few graves. You see, sort of in the somewhat center is a very lush amount of those flowers and a water fountain that is currently pouring over, into itself. And it seems kind of peaceful in there.
Are those the bad flowers?
I don't know. She didn't specify what they looked like.
Go give him a sniff.
They're aesthetically pleasing.
They are quite nice.
I'm not going over there though.
Neither am I. Let's get inside.
You guys climb the set of long, large stone steps and don't even have to open a door, as the maybe 30 feet tall or 30 foot tall, strangely carved slabs are already wide open. There's a strange, calming, earthy scent in the air that seems to be affecting your body as soon as you smell it. I need both of you to make...
Not breathing once we.
I don't breathe.
Yeah. It's like once he sees the flowers, he's not breathing.
That's fair,
After
okay.
hearing-
If you
After
both
hearing
don't
that there's a
Don't
chance to
breathe.
make him friendly, nah.
yeah.
You ain't taking any
So-
chances, but.
That's fair. If you don't breathe, then you don't make any save. Actually, I mean, yeah, specifically, you gotta.
I
you
have like
gotta
a
inhale it.
function in my chest to make it look like I'm breathing, but I physically cannot breathe.
That is fair. But you do. Your body does seem to want to react, but it doesn't. But you hear suddenly a small growl followed by a short bark, and hear the little tip taps of tiny paws approaching from a side
Oh
room.
god, the most dangerous
This
creature of
grand
the chihuahua.
Napoleon. It's even worse. You see
crusty
running
white
at
dog?
full speed
Pug.
what appears to be a small hairless dog. Its skin a deep charcoal
rat!
color with
good
the
heavens.
smallest
Clutching her pearls.
tufts of black hair on its head.
Oh my god, it's dog pool from the movie.
Oh god!
It kind of is that
We're
dog,
screwed.
actually.
You thought the other dog was the problem? No, it's this one.
You hear a masculine voice call out, "Kiwi heel, we don't know if our guests are okay with canines." And rushing over, you see a male about 5'5", with looks to be human, but has a light purple halo that hovers above his head. Does appear to be missing a leg, and it is replaced with a beautifully carved wooden, not a full wooden foot, like a wooden, sort of better than a peg leg. I can't remember the word for it.
Prosthetic?
Yeah, basically.
Like one of the hook ones? Or is it?
And it does indeed look like a hairless, sort of chihuahua-looking dog. That
Like kneels.
waddles over
Muno
him.
like kneels down. Well, once the dog ran up at him, Muno like knelt down to go like hold his hand out for the dog.
Make an animal handling, yeah, at disadvantage.
Fuck.
Bitch.
Not in a temple.
Wow, it's a half. Like, it's 18 and 9. That's perfect.
Honestly, not the worst.
No, it's not. However, you hold your
Actually,
hand out
wait,
as you.
wait.
Mhm.
He is in a temple, and this would be.
I would
I
say if
almost
you were
went
going to
to the
do
wrong-
guidance, you would have had to do it before the roll.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
with a 9 still, you don't get bit, but the small dog does. As soon as you start crouching down, there's a slight little whimper as it immediately runs backwards. Immediately regrets his decision, and
tilts her
does indeed heal next to this this male, who immediately smiles. Divine greetings. I am Theodoric, but you can call me Theo. Many do. How may I aid you, travelers?
Oh,
Wow.
my apologies for startling the animal.
Oh, you're fine. Kiwi is perceptive, but not very brave.
I'm an animal lover myself, so. Muno smiles. It's
Roll
like,
a deception check.
Like, Mare
he's
doesn't
never been.
narrows her
Good.
eyes, but
Is there
does give kind of
anything
a
Mare
side
likes?
eye.
To be honest, you guys never seen him like dislike animals. He's been really nice to the new horse and was very,
You're
okay
mean to me
with
all the time.
You're not an animal.
yeah. He
It's
doesn't.
true.
Yeah, Mono doesn't
Mare
like
pulls
you.
out her notebook and then scribbles something and then closes it.
He sort of just acknowledges it, doesn't really know what to say as you do that.
We are new to the area. I've recently rented out a place.
Oh, lovely. Miss Traggett has been looking for folks to stay.
And I've recently filled it with groceries, and I figured I'd spend the rest of the time to get to know the area a bit, get to know the people.
Absolutely. No, we always adore new faces. Do you worship Brea? Or just simply wish to visit?
I
Yes,
don't worship her myself, but I am very understanding to the others who do. So I just wanted to make peace.
Oh my
I know
God.
Brea always welcomes anybody who is a fan or wishes to protect the misunderstood or abnormal. You can be a little strange, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is the motto of Duskmoor, indeed. And kind of turns his head, and you do see there's a few folk in here. Some of them in these green, purple, and like red accented robes. You see a centaur that is like currently walking in here, appears to be talking to a little frog person who's perched up on a window near his beautiful stained glass window. And you do see two. They're called Viashinos, and they're usually in the like swamps and tend to keep to themselves. But these very tall, sort of lizard-like humanoids. But they're usually more aggressive and not usually in villages or alone and only in twos like this. And they do kind of, they're keeping to themselves. And it's also kind of hard to tell them apart. As they both have a very similar, they don't have a tail and vibrant yellow eyes that kind of look at you as you both are entering. But Theo turns back to you. Any and all are welcome here.
It's a very peaceful place you have here.
Thank you. We do our best to keep it that way. If you need a good meal, may not be the most fanciest, but we do have some roasted goat today. A nice stew, especially on rainy days like this, is always wonderful. If you're really feeling up to it, we also have some wine. If you need a room, you can have one for a little help around the temple. Or if you need anything else, healing potions, you look like potential adventurers. I don't mean to assume.
No, it's fine. We just came back from doing some adventuring. Figured we would settle down for a bit.
Of course. Well, you can take a seat upon the pews and talk to some of the other acolytes or priests. I am the head priest at this temple. If you need any, well, high priest. If you need any healing, I am sanctioned as well. I can provide revivals to the such.
We've heard of undead around, and I wanted to know more.
Unfortunate. Yes. There are a few undead that, just being undead does not mean you should be scorned or shunned. However, these are mindless undead. Been wandering around here. There's a bounty that's been up in Poet now for who knows how long on that quest board, consistently trying to quell the amount of undead. Again, thankfully we've not had any bodies of ours rise, but coming from the hills there has been too many. It's unfortunate, the souls that are maybe not the souls, but even just the bodies that are being abused like that. It's a shame.
Do you have any idea the focus point of where they're coming from?
Well, unfortunately, if my duties... not unfortunately, but I had duties here. I can't exactly wander around and try to find solutions. I can only hope that the Revenants will figure it out, or maybe some adventurers will get to the bottom of what's causing this.
Of course.
The best that I can do is provide healing whenever it is needed, and, well, just pray that the gods will help us.
Well, we'll see. We just wanted to know more. Because after hearing some undead and stuff like that, we just wanted to make sure the severity. Since we are living here for a bit.
That's absolutely understandable. I can assure you, worst case scenario, this temple is on hallowed ground. Any sort of undead will have trouble getting further in the temple. The beginnings of it, no, but we have a safe space for people if we absolutely needed it, but I doubt we would be overrun. We have some good fighters here.
Good fighters.
Yes. And on top of the current, well, consistently staying revenant here of high regards, I trust in Old Deer and my capabilities, especially against the undead.
Well, maybe me and my friend here can do some investigation, and if we find anything, we'll let you know.
I would appreciate that. If there's anything that I can do for you or provide for you, let me know.
Of course.
I appreciate
I think smiles, kind of nods his head down a little bit.
Do you mind if we visit the graveyard? I just want to pay my respects since I am new here.
Absolutely. If you do, just obviously don't step on any graves, be respectful, and in case that he is patrolling, there is a rather large dog. He goes by Mac. He might sniff you a little bit if you're in there, just so we can really get your scent in case of a worse scenario. Old Deer is nothing if not thorough and
Yes.
protective. Thorough, stop it.
Of course. It's, like I said, wanted to get to see some of the new faces I'm going to be seeing more often.
Of course. Again, has a light smile on his face. The little dog that has been following him around sort of looks very curiously at the small doll that follows you around. However, Theo doesn't seem to mind it at all. But the dog doesn't bark necessarily, but does appear to be shaking as your doll like is hiding behind your leg there. Also disturbed by this creature in front of it.
But also, if you're able to get any more information, I'm going to be living over in one of the houses which Traggett let us use.
Very well.
So if you want to send a letter or stop by, I wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. I'll keep that in mind if we learn of any new information, or if we're in need of any aid.
I thank you for that. Well, I'll go over to the graves now. It was pleasant meeting you.
You as well. Blessings be to you. And
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Muno. And Muno holds his hand out.
he gives you a firm handshake, as he's already introduced himself. It's nice to meet you. I don't immediately ask for names, because sometimes that's hard for people. Or sometimes they don't want to say, they don't know. So I appreciate you trusting me with that.
Of course, you
I just
seem like
bow.
a very trustworthy individual. Muno says that as he rubs his thumb over the guy's knuckles before letting go and stepping back towards Mare.
Mayor watches this,
It's like, what's happening?
writes down in the journal some things.
To be honest, to Mare, she has never seen Muno look this gentle and nice. It's a very soft smile, slightly flirtatious as well.
Here's a... He does smile back, looks not fully confused, but accepts it, doesn't know what exactly the intentions are behind it, but he does. And smiles, and you guys can walk back out of the temple. The small dog gives one last very ferocious little bark. As it does, your doll jumps forward a little bit, and there's a small little whimper, and as it runs under one of the pews, and there's a slight chuckle from Theo. See, calls to Kiwi to try to encourage her to come out. And the doll has a little smile on its face as it runs after you, Mare.
I crouch down and pick her up.
Seems pleased with herself, kicking her little feet.
I reach into the bag and pull out the other doll head that just watches.
That's lovely.
Now that we have
try and
access,
find your body.
Oh God. Oh no. have I done?
Are you gonna keep the body porcelain just like the head, or you gonna do something else?
Probably just porcelain, or if I don't have access to that, a wooden ball jointed doll would work as well.
You can
I've
always
created my
do.
worst nightmare.
You can always do straw for the body and use wood for the limbs.
Yes, but I like when they have ability to move on their own, and if the doll
Or
can watch you, there's potential that it has
or
the
you
ability to
could,
move on its
you know,
own.
get a small little burlap sack, fill it up with some feathers to make it soft, and you'll still have the ability to move. Well, anyways, we have access to the graveyard.
You were
Regrets.
very odd.
What do you mean?
You acted different. You acted
Like
Well,
a normal person.
genial and
Well, you.
flirty, I think.
Oh, I
That's-
had to make myself seem like I was interested in this place.
So you act.
Yes.
And then I reach into my bag again for the journal.
What are you writing in there?
I take notes. It is easier to write down things I've seen so I can understand them better. So I can act more normal.
Well, I think you'll have to get a better understanding from the two living people. What I do is more.
I think you wear a facade very well.
Uh-huh. And which facade do you think I wear?
Hmm. One. Someone nice. Gentle.
Like you said, it's a facade.
Mare nods.
That's not. It's not what I normally do. To be honest.
I know. You are impatient.
That I am.
Direct. Irritable.
Unhappy
Honestly.
with life.
Unhappy with death.
Death isn't not complicated, but it's just a subject I am passionate about. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's a neutral ordeal. An ordeal that cannot be escaped, no matter what. No matter how many people think they can trick it, as they say. You don't trick death.
How do you...
How do I what?
Mare... How do you trick death?
People
What's
say
that?
they can trick death. By thinking that, you know, them having either a second chance or surviving a very deal them cheating death. That's not the case. Or the fact that they've been resurrected. They're not escaping death, just death hasn't collected them. Because it wasn't their time.
I scribble down some more things. Death is more abstract than I thought.
That's why I don't believe there should be gods being, what's it called, having their domain as death. They are nothing of the concept. Because that's what it is, a concept. Not some greedy entity that only does things to feel their gain.
Hmm. It's unusual to meet someone who's so against gods. It's interesting.
I understand people wanting to worship them, but that is not me. Muna will walking out in the graveyard to look around.
As you guys start to walk into the graveyard, we'll move over to Iskra at Hidden Potential. As you walk past the fallen statue and Mrs. Traggett's homes, you come to a fairly small building, but does seem better kept up with than some of the other ones. And as the door swings open, it takes a moment for your eyes to adjust as the black glass roof blocks a majority of the sun from shining in, but you can hear the subtle pelting of the rain up there. Looking around, the walls are carved, it looks like. Almost like it's replicating a cave of some sort. There are little pockets for tools and empty glass bottles near the back of the shop, and sitting with a brilliant white light, or brilliant, yeah, bright white light, not brilliant, over a stone counter is a goblin with yellowish green skin and one deep green transparent, looks like a gem eye, and a normal yellowish one. Immediately looks up, kind of moves the light a little bit away. Welcome! I'm Crackett. You have gems for me to see? Or looking for something specific?
I was hoping to buy jade from you.
Oh, Jade. Okay. Do you need a specific cost or a price point?
Well, I actually need jade dust.
I can do that. It'll take me a little bit.
I need 20 gold worth.
20 gold worth. Only 20 gold worth. Okay, does it matter the color? Are you looking for specific, or is this for,
For magical purposes. Any
yeah.
color.
Okay. And you see as he sort of hops off a stool or wooden stool, wobbles a little bit, and he walks around the side of the counter, and you see he starts looking through some of the shelves. No, you said 25 gold pieces, correct?
20.
20, okay. Let's see here. And looks through the shelves, kind of lets you walk with him if you do. And he pulls down from a pretty large, not a large assortment, but there's 3 other gems aside a brilliant sort of violet gem. And he's like, this'll have to do. It is jade, trust me. I know it's a little bit weirdly colored, but this is a 100 gold piece one, so I'm going to try to cut this down for you, and then I'm going to need to, grind it down and everything, so it's probably going to take me the rest of the day. You can come by and pick it up in the morning. Does that sound good?
Sounds perfectly good to me.
Alright, anything else you need? You need vials? Want a little glass sculpture for someone? Or some bottles? You need a gem dice set? I made it myself. If you wanted to start glass blowing as well, I have some tools for yourself.
No, not.
I can
not
also
the dice
trade
set.
any gems you have for coins, if you prefer gold in your pocket. And some people don't like gems. They don't trust it. They don't know how to appraise it properly.
I think right now just the dust, but I'll be in
Get the
town
dice
for a
set.
couple of days and probably taking on some loot jobs, so I might be back to search your wares when I have more
Get the
money on
dice set.
hand.
Whispers, get the dice set. That's weird. Pigeons shouldn't be in here. Yeah.
Dice.
I think that's Ace just being a dice goblin.
Just a goblin in the corner. It's like, no, outside the window. It's like, dice.
Ah, damn it, Jerry, not again. He has a problem with these. You tried to eat them. It's real weird.
What else are you supposed to do with this?
You roll them. Anyway.
Right into your mouth for a good meal.
But if that is indeed all you need, you don't want to trade anything.
I don't have any of the gems.
Gems to trade, yeah.
I don't really have money to get more of that. Does he want me to pay now or when I come back for it?
That's a good point. How about we do half and half? Pay 10, or, yeah. Pay 10 gold now. And then
Sounds
pay
good to me.
the...
I hand him the 10.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So, you can then wander back out into the rain.
It's kind of rainy out here.
So you leave the hidden potential, then you're gonna make your way to the Temple of the Unusual.
Yep.
Similarly, you pass Oldir's coffins. As we'll move back to the other twos, you... that was kind of
Can
quick. You know what?
Try to, like, as I pass the dog, can I try to pat it on the head?
Sure. You're gonna walk up to it?
Like, slowly and, like, you know, politely and, like, offer my hand, and if it doesn't let me, I'll leave it alone, but...
Make a perception check as you walk up
Perception?
to the dog. Yep. Walk up to the dog to try to pet
This
him.
is where I roll too low and he eats me because I misunderstand his intentions. Called it. Here comes
You don't
Mickey.
notice
Goodbye, guys.
anything off the dog. Like, doesn't growl or anything, that stays, just watches you. Lifts his head finally when you get a little closer. Let me see here. Okay. So, as you are slowly approaching with your hand out, lets you pet him, kind of shakes his head a little bit, folds the ears down, looks... It's kind of uncomfortable, but it lets you pet him. Doesn't growl or bark or move much. Just lets you do it.
Sausage.
You're gonna give him a sausage?
Yeah, there I go.
It's just like from rations or something?
Yeah, I assume there's...
Roll a d4 for me. You would. Yes, they are.
I won because I can't roll well today.
Okay. The dog it does seem to actually move a little bit, happily eats, seems to act like a normal dog for a moment, seems to lose that sort of 1,000-yard stare that he consistently has for a moment, then after eating, sort of returns to just staring at you.
We'll leave him to his business and wander into the temple.
Alright.
As he accepts food, we can poison him.
Oh boy. That'll go well. Yeah, let's poison the big dog.
Oh, we could drug him with, like, knockout juice and he passes out right away.
Yep. Okay. So as you two are entering the graveyard, it is very beautiful. It's a very well-kept display of flowers in that center. The water seems clear. The rain seems to be still making it a little overcast, but the plants seem to enjoy this water. All the headstones seem to be fairly well kept. There does appear to be quite a few body options here. What are you looking for as you're wandering around here?
Body options. What do you look for in body options? We need how many again? 6? 8? Something?
6.
Yep, 6.
It's like a third of the damn dead people here. I mean, are there any graves that look like they're like no flowers or however you grieve?
However someone grieves. There does appear to be one grave sort of underneath one of the trees here that doesn't seem to be as well attended. Seems a lot older. Most of the words have faded, but it is still sort of kept clean. There is just no flowers or anything on there.
Probably take. I'll go around and not to be suspicious by looking at, graves. I'll go around and kind of like prestidigitation them, get moss off the graves.
Okay.
Look, like I'm being nice.
Just, you're trying to be nice. Go ahead, roll a d20 for me as you're doing that.
I open my character sheet to roll a d20.
No. Okay.
Ooh.
Don't feel anything in particular from it. It's just you feel like this is what you're supposed to be doing. Muno, you looking for anything in particular?
My mic wasn't on when I was talking.
No, it was not at all. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Bruno, he said he's gonna look for any graves that are a little bit out of way, kind of hidden, and also looking at the dates of death.
Okay. Absolutely.
also-
You're just looking just for any sort of dates? Or are you looking for
Something
like older?
not recent, but not too old.
Not recent, not too old. Okay.
He just want to open a casket and it's just bones.
Fair enough.
I think you can have skeleton, like they exist, right? I'm sure if they.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they want, though.
Aleki did
They
have a
didn't?
skeleton with him.
Listen, they didn't specify outside of just bodies.
Yeah, but I don't want too old that if we touch the bones, they turn to dust.
Fair.
That's fair.
Not too old.
Imagine
Go ahead
you
and make a
raise a
perception
skeleton
check.
that's so old it steps and then disintegrates.
It's like, well, we tried.
The weird way to do pocket sand.
Pocket ashes. Pocket bone marrow.
But Muna also does like the head bow just to make it look like he's being kind and stuff.
Respectful.
Yeah, but he's not doing anything. It's
They're
nodding
like-
his head.
Undercover spies. Being good people.
Yeah.
We're just picking out our option. This is our version of grocery shopping. It's like I want like a body that's not too old, but not too recent.
Grave needs to be sort of off on the side, So what did you roll?
Oh, roll?
Yes, roll perception check with
you
your
did
guidance or
tell
something.
me that.
Oh, sorry.
So did you roll? Roll what? Oh, that wasn't supposed to be that. It doesn't matter.
An even 10.
Because it was at, I still have my thing at disadvantage.
Yeah, well, didn't matter. So out of 10, the problem with these graves, you'd probably assume. Well, first of all, it's not a very large graveyard. And the majority of the graves are closer enough to the temple that you fear somebody would either see or hear at some point. You're not too sure. There might be some sort of a way that you could get to not be seen. You're most likely or most like off to the side graves are probably over here more towards the farms, as they're sort of farther away, but it could be in view of houses if anybody is looking out. So there's a lot of, it's pretty hard to find some, but you could theoretically, you think, do some of these further back ones. And there is of those, only about 2 that fit that not too old, not too young fresh range.
Okay.
We should have just kept the goddamn bodies. Like,
That's what I was saying. Then we would have had to do 4 instead of 6. God. Oh, but no, morality reasons.
And I know that it's a little bit early, but as you guys are talking about bodies and trying to decide what to do and how to get those, I think we will end it a little bit early, as well as actually, you know what, Iskra, you do smell things, so I want to do this because I'm curious. You do go through the similar motions of climbing up those stairs and seeing these carved
Always
slabs
with
wide
the
open.
stairs.
Yeah, there's only 2. They're long stairs. It's a little bit of a stride. You smell that strangely calming, earthy
I
scent.
literally have to climb up the stairs.
You make a
It's
make a
not
charisma
short
saving
people
throw for
friendly
me.
at all.
No, they are not. But just make a
It's not
charisma
wheelchair
saving.
accessible.
I will say you can choose to fail this save if you want, or you can just fail it. Never
I
mind.
chose
Don't
to
have a
fail by
choice.
rolling because I'm not allowed to roll today.
So, you feel like if you were being persuaded by magic or fearful, that you would no longer be that. That feeling persists for about like 10 minutes as you walk in here. And we will we'll resume as you also are sort of greeted. You see the human male with that light purple halo seem to be talking with the centaur before he turns to you and sees you with a little dog by his side. I'll go ahead and end it there.
what's the dog's favorite food?
No, please don't talk to this little dog.
You have a
I
voice for
know.
it, don't you?
No, I don't. I
Well,
don't want to.
that's okay. You have a whole session to prepare it.
Hold on. I want you to see the type of dog. I'm gonna send it in our.
I'm already imagining the dog pool.
It
Session's
kind of
over though,
is.
right, Sam? Because I'm gonna stop.
Yes,
streaming.
yes, yeah. Yeah, you can stop streaming. You can stop streaming.